All right, so for our Econ project, I decided that AD was to shift leftwards. For my price level, I got that it was at 257.95 as of March 2020, and I got that from Consumer Price Index of all urban consumers. And my real GDP was 19,221.97, and the units was billions of change 2012 dollars. The first reason was household expectations with unemployment claims. As you can see from the small units I have right there, or examples, they were pretty close to each other up until April 11th, 2020, as it jumped up to 15,900 or 15,976,000. From this, I deducted that since more people are losing their jobs and unemployment rates go up, more people are starting to claim for their safety, And my second reason was that real GDP nowcast. Also from these quarters, you can see they're all kind of around the same, but as of Q1 2020, it drops all the way down to 15.26 or negative 15.26. This means that the total amount of goods and services we are manufacturing has decreased by almost 16%. My third reason was the business expectations, and I used the S&P 500 for the stock markets. Their highest was in February 19th, 2020 at 3,386, and the lowest was of March 23rd, 2020, and it dropped almost about 900, 1,000. And as recently as yesterday, it jumped up a little bit, but they are expecting it to drop back down, probably even further than the 2,237. But I use this because this tracks the stocks of 500 large cap U.S. companies by reporting their risk and returns of the biggest companies. Investors use this as a benchmark of the overall market to which all other investors are compared. So they're using this to compare investments and stuff like that. If they're dropping, investments will drop. The biggest events of our current year was in January, the threat of war, and recently the COVID-19, which is 2019 till now. And I believe AD has shifted to the left, and the main causes are from households and gross investments. The determinants causing these to shift are consumer confidence along with the unemployment and unemployment claims. People know some troubling times are coming, so they are waiting right now, keeping expectations low and staying safe due to the lockdown and shelter in place. And the other are business expectations. If they feel people aren't buying and are demanding less, it will supply less and therefore invest less. I feel that a fiscal policy would be the better tool in this situation, since it can lead to increased employment and income. Plus, government fiscal policy can target specific communities, investments, or in industries. I also feel this is the best tool since it affects aggregate demand, while monetary policy impacts the money supply, which then controls inflation and interest rates. Also, to help bring AD back up to our potential, or just increase it overall, one way is to lower taxes or for the government to spend more. And if the government were to spend $100 billion with an MPC of 75, it would be a $400 billion increase to GDP. So I'm not saying that we're down below that much, but as you can see, that's a pretty big increase that we would gain to GDP and everything overall. So yeah. I, Alberto, prove this message is by me.